Pay close attention to the guy in the wheelchair taking part during a stage hypnotist show in what sounds like America to me.
Off to the left, enemy aircraft. Fire, shoot him down. Off to the left, fire, shoot him down.
Not the clearest picture I know, but keep an eye on the guy in the wheelchair. Total lack of health and safety and duty of care here. Hypnotists should be paying attention. And if I had somebody in a wheelchair, I'd be right near them, for Christ's sake. Seriously? I know people are laughing, but it's not funny in the slightest. Not at all funny. At all. Now that was allegedly a professional stage hypnotist doing a show who should frankly have known better and have health and safety stuff in place. This is clearly a youngster who's probably bought a crappy book on street hypnosis that doesn't cover anything about duty of care and health and safety. And well, look at this. Oh, what the hell? Now, spoiler alert, you'll be glad to hear she's still alive. But that could have caused death. Certainly going to have a nasty, nasty bump on her head and concussion after. But Michael C. Anthony's flipping Stage Hypnosis University, Hypnosis Blueprint, he's supposed to be a professional. He should know better, and yet he's using footage like this to advertise his course. And I can use this footage under critical review exemptions of the Copyrights, Designs and Patents Act 1988. Look at this. That doesn't make a good hypnotist. That makes an incompetent, dangerous hypnotist. Another short Michael C. Anthony, Hypnosis Blueprint, Hypnosis University clip. Again, used for critical review purposes as per the Copyrights, Designs and Patents Act. Just watch this. He sat there and doesn't give a shit about the volunteers. Look, just lets them fall off. In fact, he encourages them to fall off. And look at that. That is not an impressive bunch of people who are on the floor because they've fallen there. That is a bloody lucky he didn't get his arse sewed off and that nobody got physically injured, or if there was any injury that I'm not aware of, so I can't say there was. But sooner or later, doing things like that, which is incompetent and dangerous, and in England, well, certainly, and well, to be honest, in America, if you consider normal health and safety duty of care laws and the fact that you're supposed to ensure that things are as safe as possible for all participants, this is just danger personified. This video that's in the public domain on his YouTube channel, you can see it. It's not like these people falling in that position accidentally. Look, well...
Looks like death back here.
It looks like death. Well, do you know what? If you're incompetent like that, one day somebody could hit the flipping head. And it could, if unbeknownst to you, they've got an underlying something that you don't know. Could cause death. Don't have people dropping and hitting their heads on the floor. It's mental. And I could fill hours with clips that are on YouTube of people doing hypnosis on the street where they've got people stood at the very edge or very close to the edge of the sidewalk or pavement, as we call it in England. And there's traffic going by. And there's nobody working with them to ensure that there's no way they could fall into the road. There's a complete lack of attention to health and safety. Duty of care, and quite often legal matters as well, because in England street hypnosis is banned under the 1952 Hypnotism Act unless you've got your licence in place from the local authority, and of course unless you've got the right insurance in place, which means in turn for that insurance not to be invalidated you would need to be operating and abiding by all health and safety and duty of care measures, which incidentally applies worldwide. Pretty much all insurance companies will consider your insurance invalid if you are not operating a fully competent and as safe as can possibly be mitigated manner. In other words, if you're not abiding fully by health and safety and duty of care laws, your insurance is likely invalid, and if anyone was ever to make a claim against you, whether genuine or fabricated, for physical, psychological or emotional damage, you could find yourself up shit creek without a paddle and bankrupted, like many people have actually found in the past. All of these things are covered on the transparency template, the revolutionary approach for stage hypnotists. For the link will be above or below this video, and for the next literally 48 hours from this going live originally, there will be 80% slashed off the usual price of that video set, which means that you will pay about, I think, $30 off the top of my head, as long as you actually get a copy, that is, before the midnight on the 11th of December 2023. After that, you'll have to pay the full price. But hey, this is the world's most comprehensive training on all the laws around the world relating to stage hypnosis, street hypnosis, combining hypnosis with magic and mentalism and all forms of entertainment hypnosis. It's also the most comprehensive by far on duty of care and health and safety for stage and street hypnotists. And hey, if you were wondering why I'm so qualified to comment on these matters, well, I've been doing stage hypnosis shows since 1990. I have been doing hypnotherapy since 1989. I've been in show business performing since 1978. You can see my career resume at magicalguru.co.uk, or go to the link that's above or below this video, the second link. There'll be two, one to get the transparency template and one where it tells you all about the campaign against stage hypnotists that nearly banned stage hypnosis in England in 1994. And also tells you about the 1952 Hypnotism Act and Peter Casson, whose poster you can see over my shoulder there, and how he had to save it in the 50s, and how if he hadn't saved it in the 50s in England and I'd not been one of the people to help save stage hypnosis in the early 90s, as shown at the link above or below this video, then the chances are it would have spread worldwide, because quite often people follow UK laws and what happens, and you might not even have a career. Incidentally, you really shouldn't be hypnotising kids under the age of 18. And I explain why. And it's not just because it's UK law. It's because I think that should apply worldwide for the reasons I explain at the link above or below this video, because you could potentially be causing them psychological harm, emotional harm, long-term mental health issues without even realising it. You shouldn't be doing it. Simple as that. You need to mitigate the risk. If you've not studied the transparency template, I can pretty much guarantee you're probably not as safe as you could be. So you owe it to yourself and your volunteers to go to the links above or below now, get the transparency template, study it, become a more confident, competent, and above all else, legal and safe hypnotist.